week. Weather forecast, of course, we're all back to work here. And we are joined by a friend of ours from the National Weather Service, Patrick Dahl. Patrick, half a day and good morning. Welcome to the link.
Half a day. How are you doing?
We're doing all right, and a big reason for that, sir, is because of the gorgeous weather we had over the weekend and, of course, the holiday and today. So please tell me this weather of ours is going to persist.
You know, it is. There's only a couple things on the radar, pun intended, that we're keeping an eye on. We're going to have a slight chance for a few hit-and-miss showers, mainly west side of the island. Wednesday, as some island convection develops due to the heating of the day and some really light winds. But, you know, aside from that, there's not too much to look for in terms of rainfall potential until we get to the weekend when we have what we call a little surface trough coming through, and that could give us some showers. But by and large, what you see is what you're going to get the next few days, mainly sunny skies, winds increasing somewhat in the afternoon, and highs generally around 86, 87 degrees.
Absolutely. And Patrick, I was actually talking to some friends of mine that work in the agricultural sector yesterday, and they were saying that they're looking forward to the next couple of weeks, if not couple of months, because it's typically what they can reasonably predict to be dry season. It's the lemai, the breadfruit, is now in season, so they're looking to harvest, make use of that and everything. So for our farmers out there who are definitely watching and listening, what words of wisdom can you maybe give them looking forward as far as, what the growing conditions can be?
Well, I'd say the biggest thing is obviously in the heat, just to make sure they stay hydrated while they're doing things, and try to, if they're out having a cigarette, to make sure they put it out properly, given the dry conditions. We're currently in the high fire danger with our index at 658, and once you hit 700, that's very high. That's when any fire could spread pretty rapidly. And I know a couple days ago, the wife and I and baby girl, we were down near Marizo and looked to the left, and there was a wildfire in the hills there. So they're already sparking up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Now, for we had our friends in the military. So half a day to everybody again from the USS Abraham Lincoln, which was making a port visit. I know they had Liberty this past weekend. Really good weather if you wanted to go around to the beach, do some walking, have some leisure activities and everything. For people that are maybe thinking about that, I know a lot of people are, a lot of kids are perhaps even getting into that spring break mood. If they're planning activities, should we reasonably say the weather's going to be maybe this hot, this humid for at least the next week?
Yeah, definitely. If anything, when we get that feature coming in for the weekend, could be some increased cloud cover, so that may keep the temps down a couple degrees more towards mid-80s. But by and large, light winds and we'll say mid to mainly upper 80s is going to be the rule of the day. And the good thing for folks that want to get in the water, any beach activities, we don't have any significant wave swells coming in, so the rip current risk looks to stay moderate. I don't see any advisories for high surf being needed in the next week. It's really going to be pretty tranquil weather, so good weather for the folks visiting from the Abraham Lincoln, and for anyone else visiting, it's just perfect dry season weather.
All right, and I know maybe the restaurateurs out there, people that are running shops where they sell refreshments and stuff like that. Really good time for them to be in business too, because it's hot, so good time to stop at one of our many fine stores and grab yourself a drink.
Oh, absolutely! Just enjoy the weather, stay hydrated, and just enjoying each day is going to be the main theme.
All right, so sounds like a smooth sailing for our friends up there at the National Weather Service. Patrick, we'd like to give you the last word. Any final parting thoughts that you'd like to share with the community?
I'd say the main thing is with any outdoor barbecues, just to keep an eye on the loose embers, just again because of the fire danger. But aside from that, just enjoy the weather, stay hydrated, and have good times with your neighbors.
Absolutely. I like the sound of that. Stay hydrated. Drink your water, everybody. So, Patrick, thank you so much, and best to you and your team up there in Teedzin at the National Weather Service.
Well, the same to you and your staff. Call back anytime.
All right. Thank you much. Have a good day, my friend. That's
You too,
Patrick
sir.
Dahl, of course, with the NWS. That was your work week weather, which we bring each and every Monday, Tuesday, depending on what the holiday schedule had. Someone who is definitely hydrated